Sandy.
Hi.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule today to have a chat with us.
It's a pleasure. Looking forward to this.
Yeah, so can you tell us a little bit more about yourself and your brand? What is your brand and what it is that you do?
Yeah, it's been an interesting journey. I actually have been in the live entertainment business for 25 years.
Oh, wow.
And just couldn't handle as much as I absolutely adored that, I couldn't handle the hours, and I decided to just choose a little bit more of life and love and relationships and, going to parties and all that. So we moved into an estate, and a lot of communication was coming out about the fact that our grey water was so toxic with chemicals from our homes and our washing machines and all the detergents we're using, that we were fighting a big pathogen and algae issue in our rivers. So a plea came out from our estate managers to say, please, can we all start switching to biodegradable detergents, and as a team start clearing up our grey water and our water systems.
Oh, wow.
And after that, I realized it turns out that these products were quite difficult to find, and they were quite expensive. So I thought, well, let me fill that gap and purely just supply the estate with what they need. And I found the most amazing, after a lot of hunting, I found the most amazing manufacturers. So I'm actually there's no middleman between me and them. I buy directly from the manufacturer, which really helps my cause because it's all about affordability. So once I started, I secured my supplier, and then I thought to myself, there's no way I'm going to sell biodegradable detergent in plastic packaging. Yeah. So it adds 25% more of the cost. And also it just goes against, the whole mantra of our landfills and the issues we're having with that. So the refilling concept started. I got the little trailer, which is what the company's named after, is the cabin. So it's a little sort of cabin on wheels that drives into.
Beautiful. It's so cool. I love it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a cute little thing, and it gets a lot of attention. But I drive into the estates and complexes, and people bring all their bottles. You can buy bottles from us if you don't have. So you buy that starter bottle sort of scenario, and then you just keep refilling, so that you're just paying for product.
Okay.
And not for the.
You literally drive with your little green cabin that was at the Linden Market, the one that's just parked. You take it into the estate and park in one central spot, and people come and get their detergents from you.
Correct. So I was doing that quite successfully, and I've got 50 homes in my sort of area that are now using us, but that's because I can contact them and deliver to them quite easily and affordably. However, it was a bit of a plea to extend the service outside of the estates, and so now we've gone online. So now we have a little what we call a decanto, our little Picanto car, which drives to you, refills your bottles, or delivers you the product you've ordered online, either way. But the whole idea is to get people into the refilling revolution way of life. Yeah. So it's just so easy for you, it has to be convenient, and it has to be affordable. And it really gets my goat that you've got biodegradable products that are costing an absolute arm and a leg. And that's not helping. People cannot afford, to go that route if it's more expensive. And of course, now adding to the whole eco zero plastic problem.
Exactly, because I must say, I went to another place that does refill refill vibes. But I didn't even buy a lot of products, and it was so expensive. I was like, I can't afford to go back, even though I want to with my whole heart.
Yeah. It's that I always say to everyone that we sell product and a label.
Yeah.
The packaging you've got. I actually, talking about the little bit of content we were doing, I did a couple of experiments on packaging we have at home. And this is a Banaqua bottle. I don't know if you can see it. So your good old Banaqua, which is pure as anything, it just had water. You add a label. I found a trigger spray, and all tops and caps fit all bottles. Wow. So what's this? So it's sort of a 35 Rand for a liter of concentrate that makes 9 liters of the best all-purpose money can buy. So let's stop.
I've got goosebumps.
Yeah. Cool. And then I said, okay, let's take, this was just for fun. This was a beer bottle, Sol, a beer bottle that has a label and some dish gel. So this will last at least 3 weeks. It's a very highly concentrated dish gel. Wow. You've got the packaging. I'm giving you the label and the product. And, it's about pumping up your bottles.
That is so cool. I love it. Um, so,
Yeah.
so how has, okay, obviously you are online already, but how has this lockdown changed your or how has it impacted your business?
It's been, it's been such a roller coaster because only 2 weeks before lockdown was my website live for online. So every time we managed to do 7 or 8 deliveries, even, in fact, funny enough, to Western Cape areas, East London, and some in Joburg as well. And there was this manic, what we were seeing in the shops was happening with me, because hand sanitizer is one of our products in our range, which people, I didn't want people to think that we were cashing in on the pandemic, but we've got the best sort of Intertech approved virus killing sanitizer already part of our range. So I started holding open tables for my estate and just putting it out there that our stuff's actually on sale. I wanted to do the reverse of cashing in, because I think that's shocking. And, I've got like 200 liters of the stuff.
Yeah.
Why keep it? So there was this mad rush for people to stock up. And then fear set in, and no one, we've got a permit to drop and go. I've got a permit to drop and go my products. And I think people are fearful, and they'd rather stick with the main centers, and people don't want to do anything wrong. They're scared about doing things. So it's gone very quiet. Okay. So I'm just concentrating on servicing the people in my estate, okay. Keeping my neighbors stocked up, and then staying present.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Sorry.
What, obviously we've got a lot of time now on our hands, now that we're all at home. What would you like, or was there something that you decided on beforehand that you would like to achieve or have achieved by the time that lockdown is over?
Yeah, it's been a very sad thing, but actually a time that you can use so effectively. So for me personally in my business, I'm more on the creative operational side of life. So the details of my accounts and the invoicing systems and all of that is being left behind. So this is a time now I'm getting myself onto an accounting system. I've got some amazing students who are out of work, who've got fabulous brains to put to the operation, helping, getting involved. So I'm getting my ducks in a row, my financial ducks in a row. I'm putting all my stock onto an accounting system. I'm doing stock take, so I know exactly what I have, which is a laborious job. Thinking of amazing content, creating silly, fun, entertaining videos, like with the bottles, to bring it all back to the brand, but just no pressure, nothing too heavy. And also just take it easy. I think when you work for yourself, you become a bit stressed out that every day you need to be driving business. It's not going to happen right now. But I think that there's so much we can do that to come out the other side. We're going to be such a more slick operation, understand our operations so much more. So I'm not wasting the time. We made ourselves lists, and we stick with them.
That's creative. It's nice to use I don't have time to get down to the nitty gritty stuff that bores us, and now you don't have excuses anymore.
No excuses, yeah.
So what gets you through every day? Is it your list? Is it the fact that you have extra time to spend with your family? What is it that gets you through every day, or does the time just fly for you?
It flies and stops. It flies and stops, and it depends. It's you're all in control of how your day is gonna get you through. I love doing fun things, of creating new stuff, and so I'm actually, there's a little bit of everything in my day. A little bit of gardening, a little bit of painting, a little bit of creating videos, but then also getting to the real stuff. So I make sure that there's a bit of everything in my day. Sometimes I just go, well, let's just watch a documentary or a movie and have fun. But I must say the green cabin is on the forefront of my mind the whole time. And I don't ever want to look back on this time and regret the time we've had to get all of this in order. So I do put a bit of pressure on myself, but that's probably a good thing. So yeah, it's the lists. It's just keeping things rolling. Give yourself a little bit of everything to do in a day. And it's a bond with family. That's also, something. My daughter and I are having a huge amount of fun. We're very similar. She's very involved in the business. So it's some days are amazing and other days it just sort of bogs you down a bit.
Yeah.
But we're fortunate.
Yeah, we are very, very fortunate.
Yeah.
So I heard the other day that we're going through the same thing, all of us, but we're not in the same boat together. Different people
Yes.
worry about different things, and that kind of was very cool to me. But as we are all going through this at the same time, what piece of advice would you give to other entrepreneurs out there, or a piece of hope, or what would you like to share with other entrepreneurs?
Yeah, I think it's important firstly not to stress. I think it's important to stay calm and rational and try and imagine what the world's going to be like on the other side of this. It's not going to be what it was going in. I think we almost have to get out our crystal balls and imagine how life has changed. And so, in some ways for the better. In some ways we might become so much less wasteful in terms of driving up and down, and try and imagine how your business is going to fit in to the world outside of this. So, you know, for example, for me, it's about the massive amount of plastic. You know that South Africa has or the world has a national bottle shortage. So in terms of packaging and trigger sprays and all that kind of stuff, you can't access it. We're going to have the worst pandemic of our landfills at the end of all of this than ever before. So from a sort of a green peace sort of frame of mind, I'm imagining a world with way too much plastic, and people aren't thinking about that now, but that's going to become the next pandemic that we're all going to have to deal with. So I'm imagining a world of dealing with all of that. So once again, it's making use of the bottles we have, educating people. And I think it's a time for entrepreneurs to get extremely creative. Get yourselves tech savvy, get online, and don't waste this time. You know, get completely creative, do out the box stuff, do crazy videos that keep yourself present. You're not going to aggressively sell to anyone right now. So I think it's about keeping your current customers happy, having conversations with them, but I don't believe that you're going to gain a whole bunch more customers at this particular time, and you shouldn't be concentrating on that.
Absolutely. So obviously the Green Cabin has a license to drop off certain, to drop off the things that you supply. So if anyone wants to get in touch with you, where do they go?
Yeah, so we've got the online shops ready and there available. So they can purchase online, and then we contact you about the delivery, our drop and go. Or you simply WhatsApp me or email me, and we still can, if people aren't comfortable with buying online, then just an email, WhatsApp, EFT payments, and we deliver. So we've got everything the home needs, I guess, to stay sanitized and clean.
So it's at thegreencabin.co.za, and they will find your details there.
Yes, thegreencabin.co.za, or it's Andy at thegreencabin.co.za.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Andy. I love the way you see things, and thank you for chatting to us.
Thank you, and good luck to you guys, and it's a wonderful initiative you're doing here. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
You too then. Bye-bye.
Bye.